Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much for being here this evening. My name is Raynard Ross. I am the current advisor for Phi Theta Kappa, Alpha Kappa Upsilon chapter here at Grand Rapids Community College. And we're going to make my statement really brief. Only thing I'm going to do is introduce our 11th president of Grand Rapids Community College, Dr. Charles Lepper, who will welcome us, and we'll move forward from there. Thank you.
Good evening. How are you? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming tonight to honor this incredible academic accomplishments of our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society inductees. If you're not familiar, Phi Theta Kappa was established in 1918 and is present on 1,300 community colleges across 11 nations. And it is the only recognized honor society of two-year community colleges by the American Association of Community Colleges, which we're a proud member of. And I can tell you it is a huge honor as a former advisor to Phi Theta Kappa at another institution earlier in my career that Phi Theta Kappa has a long-standing history at GRCC, and it recognizes our high-achieving students and help them continue their educational success and through scholarship, college transfer, and career opportunities. And all the inductees here tonight come from a multitude of backgrounds and life paths. And that's one of the things that I personally think is so great about Phi Theta Kappa. You may hear some folks call it PTK. I'm not sure if we're really supposed to call it PTK. It's okay. So the student or the PTK president's giving me a thumbs up. But it's something that you all share in common is academic success. And that is something that is central to the role and mission and purpose of Phi Theta Kappa is to recognize outstanding academic achievement and scholarship and community. And so I just want to stop by this evening and say congratulations to you. Your accomplishment and your achievement to be recognized and inducted into Phi Theta Kappa is not something that every college student experiences or has. And it's because of your success and your commitment to scholarship and to your academics that you're here tonight. It's something that I hope that you're very proud of. I hope that your friends and family are very proud of. And this is an opportunity for you to be connected to other successful students and to share in that camaraderie and that pride and that spirit that comes along with Phi Theta Kappa. I hope that you find it a rewarding experience. It's also something great to put on your resume, something great to put on as you transfer to a four-year institution if that's a path you choose. But regardless, it's something that you should be very, very proud of and something that we're very, very proud of that you're able to be honored and recognized tonight. So with that, I'm going to turn the time over to our Phi Theta Kappa chapter president and business student, Kim Buddy.
Thank you, Dr. Lepper. As Dr. Lepper indicated, I am GRCC's chapter president. I am also PTK's elected vice president officer for the Michigan region. PTK is very near and dear to my heart as I am a leader that supports all that PTK represents. Scholarship, research projects and opportunities, leadership, opportunities for personal and professional growth, fellowship, community of high-achieving students, and service, community service opportunities for students, community colleges as well. PTK is the first honor society recognizing the academic achievement of students at associate degree, granting colleges, and helps members to grow as scholars and leaders. Speaking of leaders, Phi Theta Kappa's CEO and president, Lynn Tinchard-Ladner, was recently appointed to the J. William Fulbright Scholarship Board by President Biden. Fulbright Scholarship Board funds and allows American citizens to study, conduct, research, and teach English abroad. Dr. Lynn lives and breathes leadership and commitment to community colleges. PTK is reaching far and wide. At GRCC, our PTK chapter completed 2 big projects throughout the year, Honors in Action Project and College Project, and we compete against other PTK chapters on a national level. While we did not place this year, however, it's not whether you win that prize, but rather that you contributed to the community, grew as a person, and that you seek leadership as a servant in the community and a leader among peers. Our region was also recognized for the PTK Community Service Award for the PTK is Possum project. PTK chapters volunteered at animal shelters to provide love and hugs to scared and abandoned animals, as well as donated many, many needed supplies for those animals. To all of the 2024 PTK inductees today, know that you are being inducted into a great community of leaders and members. PTK has inducted over 4.3 million members since its inception in 1918. Today, PTK is 250,000 active members strong, with over 1,300 chapters, just like our GRCC chapter, and we are in 11 countries and growing every day. Inductees, thank you for your hard work and your academic and for upholding the higher standard that PTK holds for us. I hope you go on to do amazing things. Thank you. I will now turn it over to Jenner Buttery, Vice President at GRCC, and she will read the names for the inductees.
Sorry, really short. Okay. When I call your name, please stand up and walk down to the left. Kim will hand you your certificate. Caitlin will hand you a candle that you will use for the oath and a Alpha Upsilon Kappa pin. And then you will walk in front of the podium to the right to take a picture with Reynard with your certificate, and then you can sit back down. Cynthia Bennett. Brianna Bing. Tiffany Blome. Lainey Brown. Spencer Caldwell. Camila Garcia. Jessica Gervais. Caleb Heisinger. Juna Kadawada. Tara Husky. Juan Lopez Zamero. Brianne McLatcher. Mara Palomino. Rolando Ramos, Marcos Roano, Esselina Rustin, Alicia Sharp, Samuel Snap, David Suarez, Natalie Tamark Barr, Nicholas Thomasma, Gianni Tolliver, Danae Twig, Tiffany Van Bronckhorst, Anya Lynn Vasquez Lopez, Was there anyone whose name we did not call? Please stand. What? Oh, sorry. Was there anyone whose name we did not call? Okay. With that, I'll turn it over back to Reynard Ross for the oath and closing.
Yes, thank you very much. So those who were just recently received your pin or certificate and the candle, that light symbolizes the torch of knowledge through Phi Theta Kappa. I'm going to ask everyone to come up to the front, stand in front of the screen, facing that way, and I'm going to read the oath, and then we'll take a group picture in front of the backdrop. and then we'll be done with our induction ceremony this evening. Those who are here for honors, of course, you would stick around. The rest of us, we can go to the piazza for some hors d'oeuvres if you like. Yes. Great. All righty. We won't do the group picture. This was just fine. Yeah. All righty. Thank you very much. This will be fine for the group picture, by the way. Only thing I need you to do at this point is, if you're able, to raise your right hand, if you're able. And then please repeat after me. I do solemnly promise on this 18th day of April, 2024, to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa, and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors. There we go. That's it. Thank you very much. Congratulations again for your hard work. Now, if I could. Yep. And the pens and certificates are yours. If you could just leave the candles there on the table, and we use those. And otherwise, if you're here for for honors or Delta Phi Alpha, they'll be starting shortly. The rest of us, there are hors d'oeuvres in the piazza and beloved fellowship. And those who I need to get your certificate to, I'll make sure I have those for you tomorrow.
My name is Sheila Jones, and I have the pleasure of serving as the college's provost and executive vice president of academic and student affairs. I'm excited to welcome everyone to this year's Academic Honors Recognition Reception. Tonight, we will recognize and celebrate our students for their remarkable achievements. We understand, given the very busy lives of our students, that not everyone earning their award will be able to join us this evening. However, each student being recognized tonight, including 26 students receiving Delta Pi Alpha honors, 18 students being recognized by our honors program, and the 24 students who were inducted earlier into Phi Theta Kappa, have traveled a different path to achieve their academic success. We know this includes confronting a global pandemic, as well as the civic and economic challenges facing our communities. I'd like you to keep that picture in your mind. How did you feel when you first stepped onto GRCC's campus? When you first entered a classroom? I hope you found our campus to be welcoming and enriching. In addition to your academic skills, I know you've developed the skills of resiliency that will serve you as you face your future endeavors and become leaders in our communities. I also know that you are now likely thinking about your last class and the anticipation of completing your degree. Your path may have been one that took many turns, but what's important is you chose a path at GRCC. College is transformational. I hope your time at GRCC has helped to make your dreams come true. We're proud to recognize all of you tonight for your hard work and accomplishments. And this is a time to celebrate. It's a time to honor your academic excellence, because truly that's what has made a difference in the enrichment of our college. You may not fully realize this, but each of you have had an impact on your faculty, your fellow students, and our GRCC community as a whole. We're thankful that you chose us, and we hope you stay in touch, as we can't wait to see what you do next, and more importantly, we will continue to be here to cheer you on and support you. To conclude my remarks, I'd like to explain the order and flow of tonight's event. First, we're going to hear a few words from our president, then we'll present tonight's awards to our Delta Pi Alpha and Honors Program recipients. We'll then conclude the awarding portion of the event with a special guest student speaker before joining together in the piazza for refreshment and photo opportunities. So to continue our welcome addresses at tonight's event, it is my distinct privilege to introduce the president of Grand Rapids Community College, Dr. Charles Lepper, to share a few words.
Thank you, Provost Jones. Good evening. I would like to take a moment just to recognize any of our guests that may be here tonight. Do we have any members of our Board of Trustees or our Foundation Board or any elected officials with us tonight? I know many of them have been on campus today helping us celebrate students. From this morning, we started at 7 a.m. We've had a number of events on campus, but they, I know, are here joining us in spirit. But tonight is an evening to honor the incredible academic accomplishments of our students. Everyone's academic journey looks different. Some of you may have heard me tell my own story, my own academic journey from many years ago, and how I didn't think college was for me. In fact, I was discouraged from going to college. And for those of you who've heard me speak before, my assistant high school principal told me I would never go to college. And I think things turned out okay for me. But that is beside the point. So my academic journey really started with me believing that college wasn't for me, that I would stop out or fail out, and it was something that I did to start and really just kind of go along with the crowd. But it was because of people where I attended at Ball State University that I was able to move on successfully to a master's program and then ultimately a PhD program. But it was the support that I received from those individuals that helped me be successful. And it is also the support I received from my friends and families that helped me overcome those barriers in my own mind, and that I began to believe in myself and believe that I could achieve a college degree and that I was meant to do that. And so in addition to that, I'm also a first-generation college graduate. My parents did not have the opportunity to go to college. In fact, my dad did not graduate from high school due to a car accident that prevented him from going back and finishing his senior year. And so he entered the workforce, but education was something that was always very important to my parents and something that they made sure my sister and I had the opportunity to go to college and to be supportive. And they didn't always know how to best do that because they didn't have that experience themselves. And so some of you may be able to relate to that. But times are very different then, and there are challenges today that are different, and some of them are the same. But some of you may be Grand Rapids Promise Zone recipients. Some of you may be Michigan Reconnect recipients. Some of you may be Futures for Frontliners or other similar scholarship recipients. But nonetheless, regardless of your pathway, there's been something that you have had to overcome. Whether it's some of the areas that I mentioned in my own life, or maybe those were more academically related, or you had to work a full-time or part-time job, or you may have had children or parents that you were caring for or other family members. My point is, none of our journeys that led today was easy. It took hard work, it took commitment, it took grit, it took perseverance. And it also took going to class, which sometimes seems like the most challenging thing to actually make your way to class because you have so many competing priorities in your life. But you're here today, we're here to celebrate you, and I want to say congratulations because tonight we're here to recognize you as the top 5% of our students in the graduating class of 2024 and for also completing our honors program. So I would like to say congratulations. Congratulations for being here. We look forward to seeing many, if not all of you, at commencement next Thursday. But also we look forward to hearing from you in the future about the things that you continue to accomplish and the things that you continue to achieve. Because without a doubt, the fact that you're here today gives me belief that you will do great things and you can do great things, and I'm confident that you will. Please keep in touch with us. Please keep us in mind as you chart your own path and write the next chapter in your story. Remember GRCC. You've made an impact, I know, on the lives of many of us here on campus. We hope that we've had that same opportunity with you, and we hope to remain connected and part of your future as we are part of your present today. Thank you very much, and I'll turn my time back over to Provost Jones.
Thank you, Dr. Lepper. The Delta Pi Alpha Honor Society was chartered in 1928 by faculty members Arthur Andrews, Amy Broom, Roland Shaxson, and Felix Wilcox in order to foster scholarship and recognize academic achievement. Delta Pi Alpha students are the top 5% of their graduating class. In 1928, 12 students were recognized. 83 students from this year's graduating class will now join this prestigious group, bringing our total Delta Pi Alpha honorees to 4,447 members. And now, to help us recognize this year's Delta Pi Alpha recipients, I'd like to introduce Jason Vinson, our Dean for the School of Liberal Arts. Dean Vinson will announce the names of this year's Delta Pi Alpha recipients and give instructions on receiving your certificates and medallions.
Thank you, Sheila. Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege this evening of announcing this year's Delta Pi Alpha recipients. I would like to invite President Charles Lepper, Provost Sheila Jones, and Dean Eric Mullen to their stations. Students, when I call your name, you will go to Dean Mullen to receive your certificate. You will go to Provost Jones to receive your medallion, and you will get your picture taken with President Lepper. Your certificate and medallion signify your superior scholastic achievement. Distinguished guests, I present to you the following students. Uber Alberto Mendoza. Daryl Aho. Marbeli Alcantar Nava. Heidi Andre. Renee Bailey. Abigail Buttermore. Brant Kopic. Leonardo de Castro Rubio. Shane Feenstra Beist. Jody Holland. Tara Husky. Angela Carochi. Alexis Linder. Michaela Morrison. Leah Newhouse. Betsy Pelkey. She's not here. She's not here. Juan Perez. Jessica Rocha Zuniga. Kathy Thornton. Nevin Toohey. Seth Warfield. Monica Whittemore. Samuel Wright. Carly Zapata. Brittany Zabanowitz. Samantha Zimmer. Please help me congratulate this year's Delta Pi Alpha recipients with a big round of applause. Oh. And we have an addition. Olivia Wilcox. Congratulations, everyone. Now, oh. Yes. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mike Shavey, Director of Experiential Learning, to recognize those students who've met the completion requirements of our honors program. Mike?
Good evening, and again, congratulations to our Delta Pi Alpha recipients. I have the distinct privilege to recognize this year's students who meet or expected to meet all of our program completion requirements for the honors program this academic year. This year, we have a record 32 students who are on their way to completing the program. To achieve this distinction, students had to complete the following in addition to their academic course plan: our Introduction to Honors course, complete several honors projects and/or honors seminars, complete career and academic advising activities, as well as complete 4 hours of volunteering in the community every semester. The program culminates in our honors capstone course. This is an opportunity where students can showcase their skills that they've gained throughout their experience, not only in GRCC, but obviously in the honors program. The uniqueness of that course is it's designed to develop teamwork skills, which is really important, as you can imagine, in our workforce. So students will form a team in that course. They will focus on a community issue. They will then research that issue and come up with a creative solution to that issue and then present their solution to their classmates. So there's 2 reasons why I believe GRCC has one of the best honors programs, seriously, in the country. The first reason is our amazing students, obviously. And I'll admit, many of our honor students come to us already pretty amazing. Perhaps they are engaged in high school, involved in the Honor Society. They completed honors courses, AP courses. However, many students may not have had those opportunities. And our program supports a spectrum of students, helping them each to become a GRCC honor student. The second reason is our curriculum and support. We provide several avenues for students to gain leadership, research skills, as well as developing a sense of serving one's community, all pillars of our honors program. We have amazing honors faculty. Through their leadership, they help us stay ahead of the curve, support students above and beyond, creatively teach our courses, participate on our teams and committees, and attend conferences. Frankly, they show up. If you are an honors faculty member, please stand to be recognized. And finally, my staff, my team, they roll up their sleeves every day, getting dirty in recruitment and persistence strategies, tracking students' progress, communication strategies, coordinating events, and so on. If Grace and Sherry are in the room, will you please stand to be recognized? So I'm sure many of you are busy, likely working today, throughout the day, but if you didn't get a chance to attend our annual program celebration earlier today, I'll briefly share that this event is designed to celebrate all students in the program, as well as for new students to learn about the program. We provided an opportunity for students to showcase their experiences in the program, and if you had a chance to view any of the poster boards in the piazza, those were some examples from our honor celebration event. A couple examples here. Lexi Dowler spoke about her honors project in our juvenile delinquency class, drawing connections between substance use and juvenile delinquency. Evelyn Ween spoke about her capstone project, designed to create an event to help students better understand personal finance, wealth building, and budgeting. Jenna Buttery spoke about her experience as a social media intern within the Department of Experiential Learning. And Ashpreet Kaur spoke about her experience being the president of the International Language Club and organizing this year's cultural festival. I would also like to quickly share a response received from a student who was asked to reflect on his experience while in the program. He says, "Overall, my time at GRCC has been exponentially improved through my involvement in the honors program. I have met so many students, professors, and staff members who I otherwise would not have, and my leadership experiences have encouraged me to grow outside of what I was familiar with. I have put myself out there to connect with others and challenge myself to apply to jobs, programs, and universities that I felt nervous about. I feel so lucky that I was able to take part in this program and am deeply grateful to all that it helped me with to learn and achieve." I would like to say that to tonight's recipients, we are very proud of you. Thank you for trusting GRCC, for trusting the honors program to be a part of your academic journey. I'm hoping you found your honors program experience to be both challenging and rewarding. Like many of our students, we understand you are moving on to better and brighter endeavors, and so I encourage you to please stay in touch and to continue to share your successes and life journey with us. At this time, I would like to have Lee Kleinert, Professor Lee Kleinert, come up to the podium to announce this year's honors program completion recipients.
Thank you, Michael. All right, just like we did with the Delta Pi Alpha students, I'm going to have all the honors program students please stand. And when I call your name, please come to the front of the stage to receive your certificate and medallion. Worn at commencement, the medallion signifies your completion of the honors program and your excellence in service, leadership, research, and scholarship. I would also like to ask Assistant Professor Daisy Henderson, Assistant Professor Patrick Perminsky, and President Lepper to come help present the certificates and medallions. Amanda Brock. Jenna Buttery. John Chapello. Leilani Colin. Lexi Dowler. Aiden Durazen. Gabriella Hansen. Tui Huan. Caleb Heisinger. Tara Husky. Javier Jimenez. Ashpreet Kaur. Sailor Lawrence. Caitlin Lewis. Linda Morfa. Evelyn Wynn. Joel Reyes Hernandez. Janelle Valili. Marcus Van Dellen. Trevor Vane. Olivia Wilcox. Leela Sweet. Please help me congratulate this year's Honors Program completion recipients. I would like to transition now to one of my favorite parts of this event, the time when we get to hear from a student who can share with us their perspective of what it means to be a student at GRCC. Our student speaker tonight is Tara Husky. She has achieved not only being a member of Delta Pi Alpha, but she's also completed the honors program and has been inducted to Phi Theta Kappa. Tara began her journey at GRCC in the fall of 2022, and she'll be earning her Associates of Arts degree with an emphasis in pre-exercise science. If there's ever been a role model for student engagement, it's Tara. Her engagement resume is outstanding. She is this year's Honors Program Student of the Year recipient. She volunteered on and off campus, earning the Honors Program Above and Beyond Award 2 years in a row. She is the founder and president of our GRCC Fitness Club. She's helped coordinate several events on campus, including cat yoga, weightlifting for beginners, food is medicine, a guest speaker session, and that's just to name a few. She's a board member of the Student Advisory Council. She conducted research on deep tendon reflexes between athletes and non-athletes at Michigan Tech last summer. She's a tutor in our biology learning center. She earned Michigan's 2024 All Academic Gold Scholar Award. She's a Jack Kent Cook Scholarship semifinalist, and she's participated in many University of Michigan Transfer Bridges programming events. I could keep going on, but it's my pleasure now to welcome Ms. Tara Husky to the podium.
Can everyone hear me okay? Good? Okay, cool. Let me flip a couple pages. Okay. So hi everybody, my name is Tara Husky. I'm a first generation, second year student here at GRCC. I'll be graduating alongside many of you a week from today as a member of the honors program, Phi Theta Kappa, and Delta Pi Alpha, which again, congratulations. I'm sure that's the 40th time you've heard that today, but you are all deserving of that. It still hasn't sunk in for me that I'm graduating in the top 5% of the class, and I'm sure many of you will feel the same way. Juggling family, work, clubs, volunteering, downtown traffic at 5 o'clock, all while trying to stay on top of your coursework is a serious accomplishment. I know I don't know most of your stories and what you've been through to get here, but from one stranger to another, I'm proud of you for making it here tonight. I'm honored I get to be in a room full of promising people. I was asked to bring part of my story to you all tonight, and I know it'll be hard to keep yourself from yawning, so I try to make it as intriguing as I could. When I was younger, I moved around the state a lot. I bounced around from Manistee to Traverse City to Grand Rapids, and I finally found myself in Wayland. 2017, the start of my 8th grade year, which was the worst year of my life. I was at a new school, and keep in mind this was middle school, where I was surrounded by emotional prepubescents that I've never met. Everyone in Wayland grew up together and had their pre-established friend groups, so as a new student, I didn't feel welcomed at all. Not just for the first and second day of school, but the entire year, and it followed me into high school. Before I turned 16, I was blackmailed, bullied, abused, and assaulted, most of which was done by people I held close to me. I was so desperate for any kind of attention that I would gravitate towards toxic relationships just to feel something. I lost myself, and I lost my will to live many times throughout middle school and high school. Oddly enough, I still wanted to be there for people, even after everything people had put me through. But why? Why would I be so eager to help people after they've kicked me down so many times? Well, because I know what it feels like. Because I know if I help people, there will be less people who feel as hopeless as I did. And often enough, those who feel hopeless are usually the ones who choose to bring down others with them. From the beginning, I always wanted a career that helped the planet, people, or animals, which I guess is pretty broad, but I wanted to be out in the world making a difference in someone or something's life, which meant not sitting on my butt all day staring at TikTok, although that might be one of your callings. My hardships have taught me that there is no skill greater than empathy, being able to understand and share the feelings of another person. And through my years of suffering, I turned my struggles into strength and used it to help people realize that their life, the only life they get, is worth living. It wasn't until my senior year of high school that I began to prioritize myself and my well-being. I started going to the gym and found a passion for fitness, which soon led me to discover my athletic training career, which is essentially a physical therapist for athletes. I started to appreciate the gift of life even more and saw the importance of taking care of the only body I have. For my capstone project, I focused on the importance of physical and mental health and how the two are intertwined. Some of you may have heard of the cat yoga or the nutritionist speaker, which were both events that were part of my honors project. Despite all the obstacles I went through to bring that project to life, I can say it most definitely paid off. I got to see students and faculty inspired by the nutritionist speaker, and I got to see tons of people elated at the cat yoga event. So much so that I had to bring it back for a second time. Those are the moments that I live for. This past year has made me realize how valuable life is. I mean, I really thought I was just kind of a nobody until the past year. And now here I am giving my first speech to the top 5% of the graduating class. Once I started to cut out the things and people who no longer served me, I flourished. I feel incredibly more content with my life now that I've surrounded myself with people who see my worth. And I want to give a special thanks to my Professor Lee Kleinert, the Honors Department, and Director Michael Shavey, Trio and my academic advisor, Evan Macklin, and God for supporting me in my journey both inside and outside of GRCC. I'm so grateful that I was raised by a loving mother and grandmother who took care of me without the support of a father. My biological father left for the military shortly after I was born, and now he's volunteering on the front lines of Ukraine because he felt like his life served no purpose here in the States. And while it breaks my heart to hear that he thought so little of himself, I admire that he's chosen to give his life to others, even if it's not his daughter's. I believe that the value of your life is based on how much of it you give away, and that can be as extreme as joining the military or as simple as volunteering. Finding that balance between taking care of yourself and being there for others is the most fulfilling way to live. And today I brought a song to sing about how important that is to me. Just kidding, I'm not going to sing. That's not one of my talents. But we're all in this room tonight because we've taken advantage of our potential. We didn't let adversity stop us, we let it push us into the best people we can be. As a teenager, moving to places I've never been to crushed my confidence. But after finding my confidence here at GRCC, I'm not scared to move this time, all the way across the country to the University of West Florida. Whether you're 22, 45, 70, life has certainly got something in store for all of you. And you're here because you made the most of it. Keep doing that, because this is the only life you get to live, one chance. So let me leave you with one last question. What will you do with yours? Thank you.
Wow, Tara, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Your commitment to personal growth, fitness, supporting your peers and your community, as well as your sense of humor and grace is a lesson to all of us. This completes the awards portion of our event. Please join me again in congratulating our Delta Pi Alpha, Honors Program, and Phi Theta Kappa students. Woo. As I stated earlier, we are excited to honor you this evening. I hope you take this time, including through next week's commencement ceremony, to celebrate with your families and support networks. I loved reading all of your thank yous and acknowledgments to your partners, faculty, and friends on the slides throughout this evening. We know that it takes a community to succeed, and all of you are an important part of our GRCC community, and we are definitely Raider proud. And finally, I want to give a special thank you to our planning team who organized and supported this evening's event. Mike Shavey, Director of Experiential Learning. Diane Smith, Executive Assistant to the Provost. Grace Morgan, Support Professional for the Department of Experiential Learning. And again, to Sherry Sokolowski, our Recruitment and Programming Intern for the Department of Experiential Learning. Sherry, you may now have the longest title at the college, actually. So, and Chris Remley, our Assistant Registrar for Curriculum Operations. And again, to our media team, our catering services, and Andrew for all of their efforts for tonight as well. Now, please join us in the piazza to continue our celebration. There will be several options for students to take photos with their guests and GRCC staff. We also have a small gift of appreciation for everyone. Thank you.